Hi, so this is just a quick update on the Pheasantasiam due to EarthQuake, which has just struck New Zealand. There's a magnitude 7.5 earthquake, and thank you to all the people who have written to me and asked if everything's okay. Everything is okay.
G'day Joe, how you doing? How you doing?
I live quite a long way from where this earthquake has struck. New Zealand may be a small country, but it's quite long and quite spread out. I've got a map here. Now, it was a 7.5 magnitude earthquake just after midnight. It's now about 9 o'clock in the morning. There's been over 100 earthquakes, or aftershocks since, many of which are over 5 magnitude. This earthquake, if you're familiar with the Canterbury Christchurch earthquake of 2010-2011, the big Christchurch one, this one is 30 times stronger. What are you doing, Joey? 30 times more powerful than the Christchurch one. So she's a big quake. And you might hear my phone go off. If you hear it go doodle-doodle, that's another over magnitude 4 shake happening. Anyway, I'll just show you my high-tech map here of New Zealand. So this is New Zealand, complete with Cockatiel. The earthquake, the 7.5. Oh, there's another one now. Right on time, eh? Right on schedule. Let's have a look. Shouldn't show you how to get in my phone. Turn the screen. Oh, another one. Okay, so there's a 4.7. You can see where they are on the map there. Just above Kaikoura, 4.8. So that is here. Now I live up where Joey is. Hey, we live here, eh Joey? So we live up here in Auckland, and the earthquakes are currently happening in this region here. And this is Wellington, the capital of New Zealand. Sorry, my throat's a bit congested. So Wellington's the capital. This is Christchurch, where the major earthquakes happened back in September of 2010 and then February of 2011. They had, within a year, over 1,500 quakes registered in Christchurch, so a lot. I don't know how many thousands they've had now, about 6,000 or so, I don't know, haven't had a look for a while. So yeah, as you can see, Auckland's a long way away. It's around 600 kilometres in a straight line to where this current quake has occurred. So I didn't feel anything up here. Our phones went bonkers just after midnight with dozens of quakes rolling through. But yeah, we didn't feel anything, did we guys? I don't know if these guys did, I certainly didn't. Some people in Auckland say they felt it, but yeah. People say they feel quakes in Auckland all the time, but I've never felt one. So it's just an update, tell everybody all's good at the Pheasantasiam. The earthquake has unfortunately killed at least 2 people because it's not long been light here. Lots of places haven't been checked out yet. Wellington is basically closed for business. The capital is shut down. Everybody's been told not to go to work. A lot of school exams today which have been cancelled, which a lot of students will be happy about that, and others won't be happy because now they'll get marked on their year's work instead of a one-off exam. So thanks for everybody's concern. All's good here in Auckland at the Pheasantasiam, and I'll speak to you again soon.
We were sort of flying over, it's pretty sparse down here in terms of buildings anyway. We sort of flew over Cockatiel Township very quickly. We didn't see too much damage from the sky. And then as soon as we sort of started circling this area, we could see the rubble of the homestead and the wool shed behind us. So this is definitely the most significant damage in terms of buildings that we have seen. But we haven't been into Cockatiel Township yet, and I understand there are a few other buildings down there as well.
Laura, if you can just recap for us, for people that are just joining our coverage, you're at the Elm Homestead in Kaikoura, or near Kaikoura, where very sadly one person, I understand, has been killed in the earthquake, but there was a survivor?
Absolutely. As soon as we landed, we had a chat to the neighbours. Now, they're the ones who own the wool shed that you can see behind me that's completely collapsed. Now, they said they were obviously shaken out of bed just after midnight when that first earthquake hit. Immediately, they ran next door to the homestead where two adults believed to be around in their 70s live with a 100-year-old woman. They ran to the homestead. One of the women had come out. Another two people were in there. He quickly drove to Kaikoura. There's no phones, no reception, no internet or anything here. He drove to Kaikoura to get the volunteer fire brigade. They came back and started picking through rubble. That's when we started hearing reports in Wellington that they were searching for one person. They pulled one of them out alive. That's believed to be 100-year-old Mrs. Edgar, who was in relatively good condition. I believe she's gone to hospital with a couple of cuts, but firefighters were still looking through the rubble for another missing person, and since then we have had confirmation that one person has died in a collapsed house in Kaikoura.
We're hearing from experts, Laura, that the strength of this earthquake, the magnitude of it, was 30 times that of the deadly Christchurch earthquake, but that the thrust of it was spread out over the South Island. You mentioned there that we're talking about very remote areas. Is there concern at this point that perhaps there are people that are in trouble that have been affected by this?
Sorry.